wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Good morning, everybody. We are the Breakfast Club.
Felt it.
Let's get in some front page news. What's up, Morgan?
Hey, what's up, y'all? How y'all feeling today?
Good morning, Morgan.
Good morning.
All right, so let's get into it. So y'all remember the whole debacle with the whole group chat thing, right?
Yes.
So there's been a bit of an update. Mike Waltz, the National Security Advisor, he's addressing the recent leak of the U.S. war plans from a group chat. And during the interview with Laura Ingraham, Waltz implied Jeffrey Goldberg, who is the journalist who was added to the chat, somehow deliberately appeared in the group, calling the editor-in-chief a loser. Now, Waltz also claimed he wasn't aware that Jeffrey Goldberg was in the chat, and he's not sure how he got included in that group. So let's take a listen to Mike Waltz.
I take full responsibility. I built the group. My job is to make sure everything's coordinated. I know him by his horrible reputation, and he really is the bottom scum of journalists. And I know him in the sense that he hates the president, but I don't text him. He wasn't on my phone. You got somebody else's number on someone else's contact. So of course I didn't see this loser in the group.
So again, Jeffrey Goldberg of The Atlantic reported he was added to a group chat with multiple high-ranking officials discussing plans for U.S. airstrikes in Yemen. Meanwhile, President Trump is reiterating his support for his intelligence officials. He called the National Security Advisor, Mike Waltz, a very good man during an ambassador's meeting at the White House a day after a report revealed that Waltz was included in that chat, or Jeffrey Goldberg was included in that chat with them. So let's take a listen to President Trump, but it's weird because at the same time he's also saying at first he really didn't know much about it, but he's supporting his intelligence officials. Let's hear from Trump.
We have an amazing group. Our national security now is stronger than it's ever been. We have had a very, very successful, numerous attacks on that area. These are people that shoot down ships. There was no classified information, as I understand it. They used a app, if you want to call it an app, that a lot of people use, a lot of people in government use, a lot of people in the media use.
I don't understand why people are okay with this level of incompetence, right? Like, shouldn't people be fired because of this? Shouldn't people be resigning because of this level of incompetence? Like, you can't call me a loser, or he called the journalist a loser. But why are you all having these conversations on Signal? Signal?
Yeah, so Trump said he will, his administration will look into the use of the encrypted messaging app Signal after that incident. He also claimed, Trump didn't have nice things to say about the reporter as well. Goldberg said the group chat included Mike Waltz as well as Vice President Vance, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, and National Intelligence Director Tulsi Gabbard. Charlamagne, you raised a good point because it was a lot different energy when we were talking about Hillary Clinton's emails. It was a lot different energy when we were talking about classified documents from the Biden administration. So yeah, it's kind of like keep that energy when you're in office. Maybe I don't know.
I don't know nothing about Hillary's emails, but I do know that I never understood why people thought Signal was safe. Because if I wanted to get secrets, I would create an app and tell everyone that you can send secret messages on this app.
Yeah, not only that, doesn't it feel like when you're dealing with things like this, they should have their own cell phones where they speak to each other and not through text?
I wouldn't think they would be having any electronic communication or digital communication at all when it came to this type of stuff. I would think they'd be meeting in person.
Because things are not encrypted the way that they should be, which we know because our stuff gets leaked.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. They should be in a skiff, which is, a room where you literally have to leave all electronic devices outside and sit in the meeting room and discuss these things. So
that's what it's called, a skiff?
Yeah, security. Okay. Well, yeah, I'll get to that. It's a skiff. Yeah, security. Intelligence. I don't know. I don't know the acronym, but yes, that's what they call them. Yeah, those rooms. All right. Yeah, that's your page news for 6 a.m. at 7 a.m. We will talk about, my girl, Jasmine Crockett. Dang, girl, why you do that? She called her Governor Hot Wheels. He's in a wheelchair.
Oh, wow.
That wasn't.
Well, we'll talk about that next hour.
7.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa filling in for Jess. So let's get in some front page news. What's up, Morgan?
Hey, yeah, let's get back into it. So, in the last hour, I mentioned the acronym SCIF, SCIF, and that actually stands for Sensitive Compartmented Information Facility. So, yeah, they should be having these conversations in a SCIF, but I won't get too much into that. Let's get into the next story. Vice President Vance, he will travel to Greenland on Friday. He made the announcement in a video posted on X. He talked about the importance of Greenland security and shared details on why he's making the trip. His wife is also going. Let's hear from Vice President Vance on that Greenland trip.
I'm going to visit some of our guardians in the Space Force on the northwest coast of Greenland and also just check out what's going on with the security there of Greenland. A lot of other countries have threatened Greenland, have threatened to use its territories and its waterways to threaten the United States, to threaten Canada, and of course to threaten the people of Greenland. So we're going to check out how things are going there.
Yeah, so the White House had previously announced that Vance's wife, Usha, would be leading the delegation there. That prompted backlash from Greenland and Denmark. The vice president said, I don't think I want her to have all the fun by herself, so I'm going to join her. President Trump has said that he wants the U.S. to take control of Greenland. So we'll keep you posted on how that trip goes. In other news, Texas Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett is under fire, facing criticism right now for apparently mocking Governor Greg Abbott, who is confined to a wheelchair after a tragic accident in his 20s. She called him Governor Hot Wheels. Oh, my goodness. And she made the comments during her speech for the Human Rights Campaign dinner in Los Angeles over the weekend. Now the video is going viral. Let's take a listen to Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett.
Y'all know we got Governor Hot Wheels down there. Come on now. And the only thing hot about him is that he is a hot mess, honey.
Yeah, so Crockett, she tried to clear the air in a post on X saying, I wasn't thinking about the governor's condition. I was thinking about the planes, trains, and automobiles he used to transfer migrants into communities led by Black mayors, deliberately stoking tension and fear among the most vulnerable. Senator John Cornyn of Texas, who is a Republican, called the comment disgraceful and said if it were made by a Republican, it would be all over TV stations. Well, that is the case. What do you guys think?
The nerve of Republicans to be mad at Jasmine Crockett for saying this, okay? The hypocrisy when we've heard Trump and the rest of the GOP say things similar, if not worse. And we can't say we want Democrats to, go low and fight dirty, and then get mad when they do. Mm-hmm. Like, it's the era of politics we are in. And if Republicans don't like it, blame Donald Trump because he created it.
Because it would be all over the news, but it would be all over the news and they'd be leaning in.
But let's get it, like, it is foul. But they attacked this woman like crazy.
I was about to
and
say.
they didn't call her all types of names.
She in the battleground.
So hey, it is what it is. You can't. If you could take it, if you give it, you got to take it.
Yeah, I don't even care what they call her. The language of politics is dead, and Trump killed it. And now this is how some politicians talk. You know what's so crazy? At the speech that Trump gave, the joint session speech, right? He called Elizabeth Warren Pocahontas. He's been calling her that so much that nobody even cared. When he did it the other night. A couple of weeks ago, however long ago that was. So yeah, I'm not mad at Jasmine Crockett for saying that. This is literally the era of politics we're in, and Donald Trump created it. Simple as that.
Oh, period. All right. Well, let's bring things home to you guys in New York. With New York City's Democratic primary 14 weeks away, Mayor Eric Adams, he's in fourth place. Queens Assemblyman Zoran Mamdani has raised millions of dollars and believes he has the momentum to win the primary. City Comptroller Brad Lander, he spoke about polls saying at this point, they don't mean much. And Cuomo has been avoiding reporters, but on Sunday night, he had some choice words to say about the race. So let's hear from those New York City mayoral candidates. You will hear from Eric Adams, Queens Assemblyman Zoran Mamdani, City Comptroller Brad Lander, and Cuomo. Let's take a listen.
I got a whole lot of gas still in the tank, and I'm looking forward to New Yorkers to get past the noise and say, let's look at the numbers.
Unlike Andrew Cuomo, who everyone in New York City knows, I started this race with, I would say, less than 1% of New Yorkers knowing who I was.
At this period in 2021, Andrew Yang was leading in the polls. And at this period in 2013, Anthony Weiner was leading in the polls.
None of them have any experience running anything as large or complicated as New York City.
So the Honan Strategy Group has released new numbers showing 41% of Democrats would choose Cuomo right now, with 18% voting for Queens Assemblyman Zoran Mamdani in third place. Of course, City Comptroller Brad Lander with 8% of the support. And as I mentioned before, Eric Adams, the incumbent, he is in last place or fourth place with 6%. So the June primary, or the primary, is on June 24th. So you guys make sure you head out and exercise your right to vote, those of you who are residents of New York. Yep.
All right. Well, thank you, Morgan.
Of course. Yeah, that's Front Page News. Follow me on socials at Morgan Media. And for more news coverage, follow at Black Information Network. Download the free iHeartRadio app and visit us at BINnews.com. Bye, y'all.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.